Hi, I'm Quaalude Turpentine, director of Susco and the critically acclaimed documentary Pulp Free Nonfiction, which did not age particularly well, but my most recent work, and what I'm going to be talking about today, was of course Hollow Knight Randomizer. And this film has sparked quite a lot of questions from audiences across the nation, and has really given way to a lot of necessary dialogue, I think. And in many ways, that's the goal, right? To get people talking. So I'll address a list of questions within this commentary, but I just wanted to begin by discussing the more technological aspects regarding the set. Because as you know, we actually filmed this movie in an entirely random assortment of rooms. Which means our lead actor, Noah, who's a fantastic actor by the way, didn't actually know what was coming up in the next room while on set. Which, it puts the actor in a very unique position. On one hand, the actor is very much at a disadvantage because they don't know what's going to happen next. And so a lot of it is just them relying on their own abilities. But at the same time, the character wouldn't have access to that information either. So it's as if there's that extra layer of connection between the actor and the character, really allowing a sort of like a sort of new method acting, so to speak. So, how are we able to produce a completely random set? Well, we utilized a bit of very avant-garde technology called the Randomizer modification. Now, this was a piece of tech created by Randomizer, and there's actually quite the heartbreaking tale behind this mod. Actually, when Randy was young, he was moving house, and he'd packed all his favorite Lego sets into the trunk of his parents' Honda Civic. But when the time came to drive over to the new place, his mom hit a sharp turn, and the trunk, which had tragically been left unfastened, opened up and caused all the Lego sets to shatter on the road. And after that, Randy was able to gather most of the pieces, but he could never quite put them back together correctly. So that was really the inspiration behind making this mod, and I think, it's as if by using Randy's tech, we're able to experience his experiences. So basically, we've been handed a broken up Lego set, and we just kind of randomly threw the pieces together and hoped they would make an interesting story. And, in the case of this film, I think we really got a really truly one-of-a-kind experience. So that is how we were able to achieve the randomness. Every item, plot point, and room was randomly placed, which fundamentally changed the way our lead actor, Noah, was able to really interact with the world itself. Okay, now to answer a few of the most commonly asked questions. First one, doesn't randomly placing all this stuff nullify countless hours of meticulous game design? Yeah, it does. Was the knight dying 3 times in a row to the Mantis Arena a conscious decision made by the writers?
All that for a drop of OJ?
That's a good question, actually. So our lead actor, Noah, has had actually a tremendous amount of influence on what happened throughout the film. I like to take a very actor-focused approach with my films, and in this one, particularly with the added random elements, I wanted to let Noah determine what happened at any given moment, since he himself would have the best idea of what his own character would do in these unpredictable situations. So I have to say that would be more of a question for Noah himself. What was the estimated budget for the film, and how much do you expect it to gross? Well, the budget for the film was roughly $120,000, most of which went directly into my pocket. Cut that. That was a joke. Most of which went to makeup, and a good portion did go to one particular joke about the dev team, which wasn't actually funny enough to make it into the final cut. It was something to do with Team Cherry, more like Team Chew on My Ass. I don't know. So, we had to acquire the rights to use the logo and whatnot. Honestly, it was a disaster, and you can blame Noah for that one. As for how much the film will make, well, it's definitely more of a niche market, so I expect no more than a few quid. This film will absolutely bomb at the box office. You know what? Cut that too. It's not a joke, but cut it. Alright, next question. Do you think you made the right choice in casting the knight? Absolutely. I think Noah gives a phenomenal performance as the Hollow Knight in this film. Made even more extraordinary because there were actually no stunt doubles used ever on set. It was actually all Noah, which is a little embarrassing in some instances. But pretty cool in others, And besides, Noah makes the perfect knight, really. He's completely dead inside and is remarkably short. Alright, so that was all the questions that I wanted to answer in this commentary here. There have also been some complaints, and I just wanted to address one of them here at the end. So, people have complained, how is it realistic or fair that the knight gets its mothwing cloak before even leaving King's Pass? And, well, frankly, it isn't fair. That particular scene really demonstrates that other people will always be luckier than you in life, and there's just nothing you can do about it. But again, this film's goal is not to tell you what is and what isn't. It's to make you ask questions, and I've answered quite a few of them here today, but don't let that stop you from continuing to ask questions, because if you don't, you'll never find out where the bathroom is.